As we know, sovereignty of Scarborough Shoal has been claimed by both the Philippines and China. In early December, an ancient map was handed over to Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Take a look.
This Murillo Velarde 1734 map, or Carta Hydrográfica y Chorográfica de las Islas Filipinas, is widely regarded as the mother of all Filipino maps. Beyond its intricate detail and craftsmanship, it is a defining testament to the deep historical roots of our very identity as a nation. Created by Jesuit cartographer Pedro Murillo Velarde and brought to life by two Filipinos, Francisco Suarez and an artist, Nicolas de la Cruz Bagay, who engraved it, the map encapsulates not just the geographical contours of our archipelago, but also the vibrant interplay of cultures, of peoples, and traditions that define our nation. The Murillo Velarde map, in particular, provided critical evidence to demonstrate that the Philippines has continuously exercised authority and jurisdiction over what is now identified as Panacot Shoal, now Scarborough Shoal.
So let's take a look at the 1734 map of the Philippines. If we zoom in, we can see a feature very close to the Philippine coast labelled Panacot, which is the Tagalog for Scarborough. It is the first recorded use of that name. The line that you can see separating Panacot from the main island of Luzon translates as route to Spain, a sailing route. And here is the first ROC 11-dash line map. 2 dashes were subsequently removed by Mao Zedong following warming ties with Vietnam. This map was printed in 1947 by the Secretariat of Guangdong Province, showing the map of Nanhai Islands. Professor Liu, so on this original 1947 map, I think you're quite familiar with it, there is no Scarborough Shoal indicated as part of the ROC's 11-dash line. Can you help to explain the Chinese claim over Scarborough Shoal in particular?
Immediately after the end of the Second World War, countries in the region at that time, mostly still colonized by European powers, French in particular, invaded in some of Paracel's small islands. So nationalist government, which was Republic of China in Nanjing, sent the troops, engaged with French troops in the South China Sea, and later, through diplomatic negotiation, pushed them back. So from then on, the government in Nanjing was reminded we have to make the map clear. So that was the base, the context why the government, encouraged by the United States, drew this 11-dash line. And actually, very interesting story was the nationalist government, after long war with Japan, at that time was so difficult. They did not have fully equipped naval vessels. So we borrowed American naval vessels to conduct this scientific research into the region. So as you pointed out quite rightly, that was the first map drove this 11-dash line. So many small shelves and reef and island were not on that particular map because it was so complicated. We cannot really jump 50, 60 years later to compare why the people and the government then did not really draw this particular reef. They only put a significant big one, like Taiping Island, Ituaba, and also other big one. So the rest of a small one, actually during this particular time, not that many people really visit land or use those reef, shelf.
So in a previous show, you spoke about how strategic Scarborough Shoal is for China. When did that strategic significance begin? Roughly which year?
I can't remember a specific year when it becomes so critically important. But as a modern military technology comes up, Chinese and also the Philippine government, as well as American government, realize Scarborough Shoal position in this strategic position. And also looking into the land features Scarborough Shoal has, it's right next to a deep sea, which is good for submarine to pass by. So if Scarborough Shoal can be turned into such a strategic outpost, then it would be extremely useful. This is one thing. The other one is Scarborough Shoal surrounded with very rich biodiversity, biological resources.
Yeah.
So that is a reason why Philippines fishermen and also fishing community always keep Scarborough Shoal as one of the big destinations. They want to utilize
the fishermen rely on it for their living, and I think the arbitral ruling also said that it was open to both Chinese and Philippine fishers. You also mentioned in a previous show about the strategic triangle. So that was Woody Island, Scarborough Shoal, as well as
Fiery Cross.
Fiery Cross, right. And so do you believe that perhaps this activity that we see very close to Scarborough Shoal is about perhaps laying the ground for doing construction work for militarizing Scarborough Shoal? Because you mentioned that in the past show as well.
Quite possible. According to the internet information spreading from mainland China, from my understanding, the government there has already planned everything in comprehensive way. So they are just waiting for a right moment. So from my understanding, Chinese government, different agencies have already conducted scientific search surrounding Scarborough Shoal. And they have prepared, because after the last round of land reclamation with this 7 artificial islands, they have become so experienced. So they obviously have completed scientific research surrounding Scarborough Shoal. So in time of necessity, they can come quickly and make it into a big strategic outpost there.
Right.
Yeah, let me just add one more sentence, and basically one more statement. That's also precisely the reason why we are witnessing the U.S., Japan, and Filipino defense cooperation going on. That's precisely the reason.
To basically thwart any efforts by China to militarize that island and change the status quo.